Hello, Internet. If this thing that's happening outside right now is called summer, then I want a refund. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Not enough caffeine. Anyways guys, welcome back to another video. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Michael and I've been a student in Denmark for the last 5 years. Now, with the help of my friends, we decided to share some of our survival knowledge with you guys. And today, I'm gonna tell you about 5 things that I think are super crucial for you to start doing from day one when you are in Denmark. And number 5 is probably the most important one, especially for adult life. So make sure to stick throughout the video. Roll the intro. Okay, first things first. This tip is something that you will eventually find out on your own, but hey, you're watching this video, so you're welcome. In Denmark, whenever you are buying something, some soft drink, the can that it comes with, that's a terrible explanation, is priced, and different cans and bottles have different prices, which added together are pretty substantial. A can costs 1 krona, a plastic bottle costs 1.5 krona, and a big plastic bottle costs 3 krona, which might sound like almost nothing, but when you add it together and you bring in 2 huge shopping bags of cans with you to the shop, you can actually get a shopping for free. So my first tip is to start collecting cans from the first day. Do not throw them out when you are done with them, just simply wash them, put them in a bag, and go and return them, because then you will get a lot of money for it. It might also happen to you that you will occasionally see people that are making a living from collecting cans. Around where I'm living, there was always this old guy on a bicycle that was going around different college parties and public parties, in parks and around dormitories, on his bike, and he was always picking up cans, putting in his bag, and he at the end of the evening had like 3 or 4 huge bags full of cans. And I'm pretty sure he was making a living like this, because if you do this a few times a week, then essentially you don't have to pay for groceries, which is pretty ridiculous. But at the same time, hey, smart, and good for him. He was like the best recycling person in the whole Denmark. So yeah, big props to those guys. You do not have to do the same thing. You can do the same thing if you want to, but I would advise you not to, because you should study here first, not collect cans. But if you are at home, then for sure first collect cans and then study. So now you know that you should collect them. What should you do with the cans that you will have? Well, in most shops, inside of the shop there is a machine where you just feed the cans, and it will spit out a receipt that you just give to the cashier. In some shops it's outside of the shop. For example, I think in some shops in Lidl and the bigger ones, you have to go around the shop and there is a special place for this. Click the right button, because sometimes there are 2 buttons next to each other. One says Tryk for bon, like press for receipt, and the other one is like donate to charity in Malawi or something. So, I mean, we are college students, someone should be donating to us, not asking us to donate. Well, whatever. More caffeine, more fun. Point number 2, sign up for public housing. And this sounds weird for someone from US probably, but there is an opportunity when you are here in Denmark to sign up for housing associations, housing waiting lists, where you essentially are waiting your turn to rent a property, usually a property that is in high demand, somewhere in the center of the city. It's probably gonna sound much better with an example, so here it goes. Let's say that you want to rent something in Copenhagen that's cheap, that's publicly owned, where no one's trying to screw you over, and you want it to be in a nice location, which might have been the first point. Now we're gonna forget. Anyways, there is a possibility on a website such as this one behind me. It's called danmarkbolig.dk. And so what you can do is find some property in the middle of Copenhagen. The rent is going to be really good, the conditions are going to be super nice, and the flat is going to be itself really nice. The catch? Sometimes you have to wait for like 50 years. I'm not kidding. What Danish people do is that as soon as their kids turn think it's 14, and they get a CPR number. They will take their CPR number and sign up for the waiting list. So hopefully by the time they're like 30 or 40, they can get a flat. I mean, it is ridiculous, but that's usually for the center of the city. If you are looking for something in the outskirts, or also for student accommodation, because they have also this option, then the waiting list is much shorter. It's maybe half a year, a year. So if you're planning on staying in Denmark for long term, this is, I think, a very smart thing to do, because all you have to do is just take your CPR number and sign up for one of these websites, and then you wait your turn. And at some point you will get an email like, hey, we have an accommodation for you, you have 2 weeks to accept or decline. If you accept, hooray. If you decline, then you will go at the end of the queue and you will be waiting again. It doesn't cost that, well, it does cost something, okay, I would lie. It costs like 200 kronas a year or something, but it's still worth it if you're trying, or if you're even considering staying here for a longer time, because in the smaller cities you can get your return much faster. We are talking like a few months. And oh my god, I'm talking for too long because someone stopped me. But if you are looking for, okay, let me rephrase and drink coffee. This whole thing is not for profit, is a better way to say it. What that means is that they are just trying to cover their expenses. They are not in this to make money, because it's government housing essentially. So that means that essentially you're just paying the rent. You are not paying anything extra to any landlord. So this housing is super cheap compared to most other things that you would find in a city. Hence 40 years waiting time in central Copenhagen. I'm not gonna lie, I've never tried it and I don't know too much about it, but you can do a Google search and find out more. I would have to do the same for this video, and I'm a bit lazy and busy. But if you're really interested in this, then let me know down below in the comments, or write us a message on Facebook. I'm gonna link it probably up there. Because I'm myself really interested in this, and I'm probably gonna research into it myself and sign up myself in a few weeks, because it sounds like a smart thing to do, making this video, thinking about it. Anyways, let's go to point number 3. And this one also applies for those of you who want to stay here longer. If you're coming for an Erasmus, you can skip to point number 4. But point number 3 is start Danish classes. As you might not know, Danish classes used to be free, and as you also might not know, because you were not living here, they made them paid. So at some point it was free, at some point they asked for money for the classes, and now finally it's free again because they passed new laws. That means that when you're coming here you don't have to pay anything and you can start your Danish classes. Danish language is pretty hard, but the earlier you start the better, especially if you're thinking about living here for a long time. It's a tremendously good idea to start learning the language, even if you do not want to stay here for your whole life. It's still very advantageous to learn it. Anyway, so how does the language courses work? Essentially, majority of the courses are public. It means there are government schools which get paid by government to take in new students, so you don't have to pay for anything. There are also private ones, but I'm not sure, I never went to one. But I went to some public ones, and they're fine. They teach Danish. I mean, you know, they deliver on their promises. Anyways, so what you have to do is find a sprogcenter or language school in your area. You write them a message that you are interested in joining classes. If you are a complete beginner, which I suppose you will be, because I suppose there are not too many countries which teach Danish as a second language in elementary schools, then they will just open like one major class for everyone that's coming in September. And they will do like a massive sign up, and they will do like these huge classes where you can come in, sit down and learn Danish with other people. Point number 4 of the things that you should start doing from the first day when you are in Denmark is to try and sign up for different university activities to get a taste of different things. This is something that I've been personally doing and also not doing, so I can tell you about both sides. Most of the universities, because of Denmark and Denmark's huge public budget and public spending, there is a lot of university activities. You would be really surprised. In Via University, where I went, there was a huge sports hall where there was different there were different fitness classes and things like this. There was IT class, I think photography class, chess class. There were so many things, and there were also these non-profit student organizations such as AIESEC, and in some universities there was ESN. And essentially, if you are looking into launching your corporate life, then this is a great place where to start, because you will get a real taste of what real life is like. And for number 5, as I promised you, this tip is the most important one, especially if you are looking into jumpstart your adult life, and that is to start a savings account. It sounds very much like something that 25, 24-year-old dude would tell you, but really it's one of the smartest things that you can do, especially if you're going to be in Denmark. Let's be practical here for a second. If you are going to be with Danske Bank, then there is the opportunity of open so-called round up to save konto. And what that does is that every time you pay, for example, 15 krona, it's going to round it up to the nearest decimal, which is like 20, no, nearest decimal, nearest full number. I should return my economics degree. Anyways, you will be saving like 5 kronas if you spend 15, if you spend 98, you will save 2 kronas, blah blah blah. It's essentially you are saving money without really saving money, because it's not you doing it, it's computer doing it. And at the end of each month you can save up around 200, 300 kronas, which might not sound like much, but do it for a year and you have like 400 euros all of a sudden. Dump those 400 euros into Apple stock, and in 5 years maybe you will be having a really nice life. Guys, now you know what are the 5 smart things to do when you are moving here. I hope this video will help you a bit when you will be coming here into Denmark. If you are interested in some other topics, leave a comment down below, and I'll try to make a video about it. I still have some videos planned for you guys until the school starts. After that, my own school starts, so see you second. Just kidding. I'll still try to help you guys and make some videos for you. But if you have some research-heavy topics that you are looking to dive into, then now is the time, because after that, it will be just videos like this one, where I have literally 3 hours to make it with editing, uploading, and things take time. But yeah, anyways, stay awesome, and I'll see you in upcoming videos. Make sure to subscribe if you do not want to miss the upcoming videos. Go to our Facebook page. There is sometimes something happening. And also on our website there is a lot of amazing blogs from amazing people that are sharing their experience and their struggles of life in Denmark. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.